at the half. Spartans with that 4-point lead. We're here at Townsville 106.3 FM Stadium. John Guarna, Dave Derwin with you. And Dave, halftime statistics. Let's go through them.
We've got 11 points for Garvin. Michaela Cox, 6. Stella Beck, 10. And then Brennan and Andrews with 4 each. And Walsh, 4 as well. For the Spartans, Parnham's been terrific. 12 points. 8 for Beck Haynes. 6 for Romy Bear. 5 for Ash Tyre. And Jeff McDowell-White came in, gave him a nice punch. 7 points and an assist. Big thing for me, Johnny, second quarter, 6 of 17 from the floor for Townsville, which opened up an opportunity for Spartans, and again, they closed it really well. +7 quarter for the Spartans. So a lot of confidence heading into the break with a good second quarter behind them.
Yeah, if you're Townsville, you should be happy with the way you played. Disappointed you're in that deficit at the moment, a 4-point deficit. Pretty good first half of action from both teams, though, Dave.
Yeah, and I think Spartans cleaned up that second quarter, Johnny. Only 2 turnovers, which is a hell of a lot better than the 8 they started with. So I guess the Spartans have just proven that if they can look after the pill and continue to capitalize, they're gonna be right here.
Take a quick second to thank all of the Townsville basketball sponsors: A. Gabrielli Constructions, Dennis's Computers, Q Solutions, Beehive, Mendy Constructions, and also Grilled here in Townsville. As the second half gets underway, Townsville will have first possession of the ball. And they're down 4. Here's Beck. She was really good to start the game for Townsville. There's 7 on the shot clock for the Flames. Garvin has it. She gets inside, throws up the bank shot that's off. Tipped around, and Brennan recovers. Cox with the extra pass. Walsh, hesitation. Back out to Michaela Cox. Wing 3 is short. Tipped out by Anderson. And then it's knocked out of bounds by Romy Bear.
Good job from the Flames, continuing to crash the glass. Beck Stevens not happy with the call.
Here's Brennan. Brennan, a lot of contact, loses it. Taya has it now. Up ahead for Aja Parham. Skip pass to Anderson. Good hesitation dribble. Left-handed bank shot is good from Ambrosia Anderson.
Well, again, she's that opportunity arises, Johnny, because she's hit a couple early, and so now she can pump fake and put the ball on the deck. Anderson's done a good job of being a threat all night long.
Anderson increasing the lead to 6. Cox, though, cuts it to 3 with a big, deep three-pointer. Good answer.
I like it.
Taya on the wing, goes inside for Parham. Parham going to back down against Michaela Cox. Goes to the left hand, and layup is good. Aja Parham able to operate on the dribble or on the post.
Yeah, really good patience. And again, if Townsville haven't had a look on the scout yet, she goes left a lot, and so they need to take that away. Make it a little bit more difficult for her.
There's Brennan now with 4 on the shot clock. Garvin reverse layup is good. It's on the defensive end that you want to pick up the intensity a bit for Townsville. They need to get some stops. Anderson's open, three-pointer up and good. Right in the face of Lisa Brennan. That's a big bucket there from Ambrosia Anderson. Brennan misses, and Taya comes up with the rebound. Inside, Anderson with the left hand, finishes.
Wow, great pass from Bear. Really good vision.
Coach St. Maurice is going to take a timeout. His team is trailing by 8, 52-44, 7:14 to go in the third. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with you shortly live here from 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Back with you live here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Got to give a shout out to the TCTC crew, doing a wonderful job on the production, getting us back up to speed and running when we ran into a few of those technical difficulties. Great job, and also got to give a shout out to James Bowman and the Australian Sports Network for their assistance as well. Guys, if you're watching, let us know on the YouTube feed. Let us know who you are and where you're watching, and we'll make sure we get you the shout outs. But at the moment, it's an 8-point deficit for Townsville. Spartans starting to pick up a bit of steam here in the third, Dave.
They are, and again, they've done a good job defensively, making it tough for the Flames. And they've just a nice little build on their halftime lead.
So pass goes out of bounds off of Spartans. It's going to stay with Townsville. There's Garbin, short jumper is too strong, and McDowell White with the defensive rebound. Jess McDowell White also heading over to the NCAA Division I ranks. She's going over to Eastern Washington. So a lot of talent on the floor as Haynes is fouled on her way to the bucket. She's going to get 2 shots. That one goes against Lisa Brennan. Andrews checks back in. Haynes.
Here comes the Macca's drum. Surely the locals, the poor lady sitting next to her, won't be too happy with that, Johnny. But they're hoping to cheer their team home.
That's the blue crew. They're here to make some noise. And at the moment, the Flames need that extra help because they're down 10. Good take, though, by Beck, and she's fouled. Going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I think right now, Towns, we're just got to get back into some simple basketball, just how they started, which was, get a little bit more points in the paint. And again, look at that feet in the paint to penetrate. They did a good job of getting plenty of foul shots in the first quarter in particular. I think that eight foul shots in the first quarter and only 2 in the second. Especially if the offense is dried up a little bit, just they get to the charity stripe, see the ball going through the hole. Bex chases down her missed shot.
Nearly turned it over. Garbin, though, recovers. So Beck missed them both. And here's Garbin with Jess McDowell White guarding her. Spins into a double team, finds Fowler. Baseline jump shot, hits the back of the rim. Garbin, though, tips it out to Andrews. There's Garbin again, McDowell White triple team. Fowler finishes plus the foul. That's a mature finish there from Alex Fowler with the veteran Beck Haynes on the defense.
Yeah, really good steal from Fowler. Really like the unselfishness from Garbin, and she's probably realized she's missed a few now. 5 of 14, Johnny, for Garbin, and so she's missed a couple in the last couple. So I really like the unselfishness of hitting a teammate down low for the 3-point play.
Fowler finishes it, so the deficit is 7 for Townsville, 54-47. Here's McDowell White, now Bear has it. Bear spins away from the double, goes to Haynes on the baseline, jump shot up and good. That's a layup for Beck Haynes, and I love what Beck Haynes does. Every time she shoots the ball, goes right to the glass just in case it misses. There's Andrews open for three. Shot is up. It rolls in and out. Fight for the rebound. And it looks like they're going to get Stella Beck for the over-the-back foul.
Not liking it, Johnny. It's a good contest.
It's a great contest.
No foul. There's no foul?
I don't mind the call. There was a bit of contact.
GF, let him play.
56-47 the lead for Spartans. Got to give a few shout outs. Jamie Hay coming in from Cairns. We also have got Rufus watching live from Ketchikan, Alaska. And Ross Barton, photographer extraordinaire from Zen Creative Studios, tuning in from Brisbane. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and letting us know. If you're watching, let us know. We'll get you a shout out as well. As the Spartans get to the line again for two shots. Dribble penetration really hurting Townsville a bit here.
Yeah, it is. And again, they just need to clean that up a little bit.
So Jess McDowell-White going to go to the free throw line for a couple.
Ross Spartan, photographer extraordinaire, covered the Flames and Spartans this year. Good on him. Does a great job for hoops.
McDowell-White goes 1 of 2.
A big Rufus in Alaska. How about him?
Yeah, wonder what he's doing out there. Reckon it'd be a little warmer here in Townsville than out in Ketchikan.
I don't reckon he's got a singlet on.
Beck goes to Garvin on the block, kicks it back out. Beck hesitation, gets inside. 5 on the shot clock. Andrews trying to get to the rim, misses the layup, and McDowell-White recovers for Spartans. Bear, nice kick. McDowell-White open for 2. It's short. Bear, though, offensive rebound.
Wow, she's been impressive, Johnny.
A lot of contact. Fowler comes up with the steal. And then McDowell-White with the reach in. They're going to call it an unsportsmanlike foul. Coach Lewis can't believe the call. Jess McDowell-White shocked as well. That could be a big call, Dave. Spartans up 10.
Yeah, I think
4:26 to go in the third.
I'm no referee expert, Johnny, but I believe that is technically the right call. Anything literally in front of a player in front is unsportsmanlike. So,
and it was slight in front as Fowler just because she had that quick change of direction. McDowell-White tried to sneak behind and underneath. There was a bit of contact, but I thought because she got the ball, it wouldn't be unsportsmanlike. We need our resident referee, Regan Baker, to clear it up for us. Unfortunately, Regan couldn't make the trip with us, but Fowler hit them both. Lead is cut to 8 for Spartans, and Townsville has possession. An opportunity to cut it even further. Andrews gets to the elbow. Pass is nearly stolen by Preston. Now Garbin back out. Andrews going to fire a 3. It's up. Hits the front of the rim. Bear with a defensive rebound. They're going to call it jump ball.
Yeah, great job from Beck getting all in their business. Forces the jump ball. It's going to stay with the white crew.
It's hard to get a view of the Spartans bench, but I could see Coach Lewis trying to tell his team to settle down on the bench. They're up 8, Dave. They seem to be in pretty good stead at the moment. McDowell-White's pass is off. Fowler again with another steal. That's the Cardinal sin.
Yeah, don't leave your feet. Nowhere to go. Garbin, tough move.
It's too strong. Gets her on rebound. She's fouled there by Ash Taya. It's the 4th team foul against Spartans.
They've done a good job the last couple of minutes of grinding here, Johnny. Getting on the glass. Things aren't going so well for Townsville, but they're staying in the game with that, again, that hunger and commitment to try and get that offensive rebound.
Coach Lewis for the Spartans takes a timeout, so we'll take one as well. 3:34 to go in the third. It's an 8-point lead for Spartans over the Flames here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Back with you here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. The Flames are down 8. Garbin's baseline jumper is off. Fowler, big offensive rebound though.
I really think they need to try and get Fowler a bit more involved on that Fowler-Garbin action. She's been good, and I think they've just missed her a couple times in the last quarter, John.
Turnover there for Townsville. That's not going to help.
Yeah, Garbin's had a rough few minutes.
Defensive foul called on Ainsley Walsh. That's the 4th team foul against Townsville. 3:09 to go in the third quarter. Flames are down 8. Curvon hands off for Parham. Parham finds Curvon cutting to the basket. Nearly lost it and recovered by Spartans. Here's Anderson leaving her feet. Preston flips one up, it's off. Better defensive set there from Townsville. And then a defensive foul called there as Aja Parham ran right through Stella Beck. Love the physical play. It's been an excellent game, Dave. Really physical. Referees are letting them play, which you love to see. It's the 15th foul against Spartans, so Beck is going to shoot 2.
Yeah, not the smartest of plays. But again, established the tone and the physicality, so I like it. Is that third, Johnny, on Aja?
I think so.
I think it is the third. I'm just trying to find the scoreboard here.
Just while we're at it, give a shout out to the referees, Maddie Crowley and Jackie Dover on the call, on the referee calls. And the QBL referees for the 2018 season are proudly sponsored by Reliable Insurance Solutions. To get the right call on your insurance, contact the team at Reliable Insurance Solutions.
Second foul on Aja Parham, Johnny.
(57-50) the lead for Spartans with under 3 now to go in the third. It's been a big quarter here for Southern Districts. Townsville doing a good job hanging around. Parham inside again, finishes strong. Aja Parham's having a game, Dave.
Yeah, she is, and again for the Flames, sorry, Johnny. Only 19 points in the last 18 minutes of action, so they've really struggled to find the bucket and continue to do so.
And I think the offensive frustration starting to come in a little bit here for Townsville. That wasn't the greatest shot there by Walsh. Seen a couple of rush shots. Townsville is all about ball movement and getting the ball through hands. And here's Anderson going inside for Curvon. Curvon goes to the left hand. Layup is good for Aeneas Curvon. Lead is up to 11 for Spartans.
Yeah, great textbook play. Good move to the middle. Felt the contact. Spun over his shoulder. Terrific finish.
Garbin gets inside. Layup is strong. She steals the ball, though, back from Parham. And now Cox. Jump shot is good. So Garbin not bringing the intensity down, not letting all these misses get to her.
Yeah, she just got to stay with it. I mean, they need her to continue to be aggressive. Good deed defensively from Bex. They really need to get up and in on Romy Bear and take away. She's been terrific as far as her vision.
Parham swatted by Darcy Garbin. It's going to stay with Spartans with 7 to go on the shot clock. McDowell White going to check back in for Preston. Anderson wide open for the layup underneath the hoop.
And that's how you execute a great baseline out of bounds play. Terrific action. Nice easy bucket for Anderson.
Cox picks up her dribble, gets it to Fowler at the elbow. Pass knocked out of bounds off of Walsh. It's going to stay with the Spartans. They're up 11 with 45 seconds to go in the third.
Oh, they throw it away.
Beck steals it, trying to step through the defense, and she's fouled. It's going to be 2 shots for Stella Beck. That foul goes against Romy Bear. Beck's free throw rattles home. I thought the Vuvuzelas were banned internationally, but Townsville has resurrected them with the blue crew along the baseline.
I like it.
Beck goes 1 of 2. But they were illegal to own in every country apparently but Australia. As McDowell White fires a 3, that's good. Jess McDowell White's been excellent off the bench for Spartans. Their lead is up to 13.
Yeah, she's been really good, whether it's penetrating or rising up, knocking down the jump shots.
Walsh back over to Garbin. Garbin goes to the left hand. Step through layup is up and good for Darcy Garbin.
Oh, great sign to see the ball go through the hoop again. Been a little while for Garbin.
5 seconds left. 3 now. Parham has it. She's going to fire a 3. It's up. It's short off the side of the rim, and that's going to end the third quarter. And heading into the final 10 minutes of the game, it's an 11-point lead for the Southern District Spartans. An impressive quarter of action there from the districts.
Yeah, it was, and a +9 quarter for them, so they've continued to build on that lead. They got back in the second quarter, done a really good job of defensively frustrating Townsville. Again, for the team, for Townsville, #1 offense in the league, struggling right now.
They are struggling. A quarter time couldn't have come sooner. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some statistics in the final quarter of action here live from 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Welcome back, everybody, to Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville as the Southern District Spartans up 66-55 on the Townsville Flames. Got to give a shout out to our good friend, Gold Coast Rollers men's assistant coach Colby Stefanovic, checking in down on the southeast of Queensland with his family. Thanks for tuning in, Dave. Let's look at some of those quarter time statistics for both teams.
Yeah, +7 quarter. For the Spartans, who've continued to really stamp their authority on the game, and that was behind a lot of really good play. Anderson was terrific. Beck Haynes doing her thing still. Aja Parham and Jess McDowell White all in double figures. And so, again, we talked a little about Garbin's struggle in that second and third period. 6 of 17. She leads the Flames with 15, and Michaela Cox 11. Stella Beck 12. So they just need to. I think they really need to knuckle down defensively and try and get some good buckets in transition. That's what they've been good at all year long.
Want to take a quick time here to give a shout out to all of the Townsville basketball sponsors: A. Gabrielli Constructions, Dennis's Computers, Q Solutions, Beehive, Mendy Constructions, and of course, Grilled in Townsville. Also got to give a shout out to all of the guys from the TCTC crew on the camera, on the production, doing a great job here tonight. 66-55. Townsville in a bit of a hole here, Dave. It's going to be a steep hill to climb.
Just really keep it simple. Get some stops. Get 2 or 3 stops in a row. Build some pressure. Again, I'd go back to that little foul of Garbin action that they do at the high post. It's frustrating for the Flames fans. Just a simple little illegal screen.
What do you mean? Andrews gets called for the personal. 11 points the lead for Spartans. About a minute 10 here into the final quarter of action. Parham crossing over to the left. Now Anderson picks up her dribble. Finds Haynes, baseline jump shot up and good. Beck Haynes increasing the lead for the Spartans up to 13. Beck on the wing, looking inside. Garvin has it stolen by Parham.
Good gamble.
And Jess McDowell-White turns on the Jets, finds Anderson open for three. It's too strong, and it's tipped out of bounds. They're going to call a holding foul.
Well, I was going to say bad call, but they have called it on a hold, which we couldn't really see from here, Johnny. And she had good position, so.
Referee Maddie Crowley said she had it was a bit of a hook. She's having a chat to Coach St. Maurice along the baseline. So that's the third team foul against Townsville. Spartans find Anderson now. Picks up her dribble. Looking inside. Beck Haynes has it now. Steps through, flips it up. It's short.
Well defended from Fowler. That's what they got to do. Just make it a bit ugly now. Get some stops. And then down this end, just get it through some hands. Utilize the spacing. They've done a good job.
Garvin double teamed. Pass is stolen. Spartans have done an excellent job, really frustrating Darcy Garvin, double teaming and triple teaming her the entire second half of the game.
Well, they have, and they've done a good job of spacing.
Good read by Garvin, though, coming up with the steal. Layup is good.
They've done a good job of their spacing all night long, Johnny. But now, again, Spartans have made some adjustments. They're looking at doubling hard. So the Flame girls have got to make an adjustment too. Get some cutters, get some better ball movement, some better player movement to help out Garvin.
Beck Haynes, step back jump shot, rolls in and out, tipped around. Beck with the rebound, but she throws it out of bounds as Michaela Cox was thinking of taking it all the way. Anderson and Haynes getting a breather. Curvon and Taya back in for Spartans. Taya hesitates, then steps into a long two. That's good from Ash Taya.
Yeah, great move from Taya. Really poised. The three didn't present itself. So she put the ball on the deck for a nice little 12-footer.
There's Garvin at the elbow. Backing in against Bear. She's double teamed out to Andrews. Fires the three. It's up. It's off the back of the rim. 13 points, the lead here for Spartans. They have the opportunity, Dave, to work some clock as we approach the 6-minute mark. Then they're going to get Michaela Cox for the reach-in.
Parham with the LeBron James travel, no call. I think she got about 6 steps as she caught the ball. She gets a look. Is that a superstar call she deserves, Johnny?
Parham's been playing like a superstar this evening.
She certainly has.
Bear getting a breather. Preston back on the court for Spartans. Here's Parham going to the left hand, reverse dribble. She loses it. There's a scrum on the floor. They're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. It's going to stay with Southern Districts.
Yeah, good help from the Flames. Last couple of possessions, better defense.
Very physical here, Dave. All night long, the physicality seems to be stepping up here in the final quarter. McDowell-White inbounds to Curvon, who hands off for Parham in the corner. There's 3 on the shot clock. Parham's pass stolen by Michaela Cox. Fowler up ahead. Beck, good seal. Layup is short, though. Garvin recovers and loses it. Recovers again. He's going to back down against Emily Preston. Finds a cutting Andrews. Layup attempt is off. But better action on that cut.
Yeah. And that's the difference that they need to do is, again, get some penetration.
Townsville going back to the bench. Lisa Brennan checking back in for Alex Fowler. Haley Andrews at the line for a couple shots. Andrews missed the first one. Under 6 to go in the game. And Spartans up 13. Andrews missed them both. Free throws, bit of an issue. Parham spins away from the defense. Euro step layup is no good. A lot of contact. They're going to get Parham on the defensive foul as Beck came down on top of Aja Parham.
Yeah, as you say, Johnny, 68% from the foul line tonight, 13 of 19. They've done, well, normally they're pretty good, 79%, fourth best in the league this year. So just missed a couple of foul shots, but the couple of foul shots isn't a 13-point lead that they've given up currently. So they're really just going to knuckle down.
5:35 left in this one. Spartans up 70 to 57. Michaela Cox, long two is short, tipped out by Brennan. Cox gets her feet in the paint, finds Garvin on the baseline. Double teamed, Garvin throws it to no one.
She's after a really good first quarter, Johnny. It has been rough. 36 points in the last 25 minutes for the Flames, and they're just really struggling to get the ball going through the hole. Pretty tight fourth quarter so far. Spartans +2 in this fourth, as both teams are trying to look for that little bit of something.
Curvon blocked by Fowler. Anderson recovers and misses. Another offensive rebound by Preston. Preston goes inside. Curvon goes to the right hand, gets it to fall, plus the foul. Ashtaya likes it. The Spartans like it. They're up 15.
Massive, massive bucket. All the momentum with Spartans again. They're starting to feel good about themselves. Look at the scoreboard, up 15.
Layup from Curvon's good. So lead is 16 now for Spartans with under 5 minutes left in game one of the 2018 QBL Women's Grand Final Series between the host Townsville Flames and the visiting Southern District Spartans. Garvin catches the pass deep under the basket. Layup is too strong though. Shot through that triple team. It looked good, just didn't fall. Anderson inside for Preston at the free throw line. Good ball movement. Taya open for three. That's a brick. Good tie up though. Fowler recovers. They're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Flames. I'll tell you what, that was a brick there by Ashtaya, but I guarantee you, she gets that same look, she won't hesitate.
Yeah, she's been really impressive. And again, really nice seeing her growth and development over the last couple of years.
A shout out to the floor wipers there, wiping up a bit of sweat.
Rocking the We the Ville t-shirts.
Don't forget, we will have the men's grand final game one coming up shortly after the conclusion of this one. It's far from over here, but the clock certainly not in the Flames' favor. As we're under 4 minutes to go now, Michaela Cox steps through, she's fouled. It's gonna be 2 shots. That's gonna go against Jess McDowell-White. And that's gonna be the 4th team foul for Spartans. Michaela Cox hits the first one. Second one is up and short. So, Dave, we mentioned it earlier, but again, every free throw is an important one here for Townsville. You can't really afford to be missing them.
Yeah, and the foul shots are nice, but they really need to get some buckets. You know, get some stops, run out, get some transition opportunities. The game can swing pretty quickly. But just offensively, they've really struggled. And again, a lot of credit to Spartans' defense, which has been smothering, switching it up, double teaming in the block sometimes, even triple teaming at times. And they've just done a good job. And Townsville's just struggling.
Garbin has it back out to Beck, has to fire the wing three. It hits the side of the rim. Walsh comes up with the rebound, gets it to Garbin. Floater is no good. Walsh nearly saves it, but it goes out of bounds. And you see the frustration on the face of Darcy Garbin. There is a timeout taken by the Flames with 3:08 to go, and Townsville trailing by 15, 73-58, here from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Back with you here live from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville. Good time out there from Coach Mike St. Maurice. But Dave, 3:08 to go, team's down 15. Well, you got to make it. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
He is, and he's in trouble. I think they've just really struggled offensively. If I look at the tape, first quarter terrific, and it's kind of been a little bit funky since. They've certainly competed hard, but execution has let them down the last half of basketball specifically.
Taya got blocked. Beck recovers for Townsville. Her pass tipped out by Bear, so it's going to stay with Townsville.
Because again, if you look at the D, Johnny, the defense has been pretty good. 73 is not a bad score, a couple minutes on the clock, but just struggled to good read.
Garbin gets inside, finishes, plus the foul by Curvon. See if Darcy Garbin can get going. She struggled here tonight, Dave. But the basket cuts the deficit to 13 with an opportunity to cut it to 12 with the free throw.
Yeah, and as you say, the Flames are only shooting 60% from the free throw line tonight.
Garbin hits it, so it's a 12-point lead now for Spartans. And here come the Flames out with a bit of full court pressure. Spartans trying to go over the top of it. It's too strong for Curvon from Bear.
Interesting if they can get another couple of scores here. Back on the nice move.
And again, she's fouled. That's going to put Stella Beck to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Both teams in the penalty. 2:24 to go in the game. I think that might have been Curvon's fifth. Beck hits the first.
I like the pressure from Townsville too, Johnny. A little bit late for tonight, but tomorrow's a new day, and I think that's something again to slow up and just disrupt a little bit of what the Spartans are trying to do.
Beck hits them both. So we're approaching the 2-minute mark. It's a 10-point deficit for Townsville. McDowell White skip pass out to Taya. Preston's open. She gets it to Bear now with 4 on the shot clock. Bear from the free throw line is off. And here comes Townsville looking to run. Cox driving baseline, gets it out to Beck. They work it around Walsh. Walsh gets inside, layup blocked by Bear. What a block there by Romy Bear. One hand block and controls it to get another possession for Spartans. Now Parham gets inside, out to McDowell White, gonna fire a deep 3. That rolls in and out. Minute 20 now to go. Cox gonna fire a 3, it's up, it's short. Beck chases down the rebound, a lot of contact. Cox again from the wing is up, and that's off as well. Tie a defensive rebound. Townsville really needed one of those to drop, Dave.
Yeah, they did. 4 of 17 now from the 3. And Bear will just take the air out of the ball. Few possessions to go.
Nice pass to Parham for the layup. And that almost, Dave, seals it.
Well, Bears had a terrific game. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, Johnny. And probably player of the game with that block at a key time.
There's a huge block there. Townsville fouls, so 44 seconds to go. Down 12. You're going to call it, Dave?
Yep.
All right, well, let's see. We're going to obviously keep it here until the final whistle. We'll try and see if we could grab one of the Spartans players to have a chat with us post-game. So stick around with us for that if we can grab them.
And this is the great thing about these grand final series, Johnny. For Townsville, you just got to have a short memory. Forget it, move on, learn from it, watch the tape, listen to the coach's, corrections, and away you go. Spartans did a really good job after a nice Townsville opening. Spartans have done a great job defensively of frustrating Garvin, and then they looked really good in transition themselves.
Yeah, it was a huge performance from Spartans, a well-balanced attack as you always expect to see from Southern Districts. It was a tale of 2 halves, though. It was a very tight game at the half, Dave, and then Spartans just came out with another defensive level in that second half to really pull away with it. Like you said, both teams would be happy with the way they played defensively, and it'll be interesting to see what adjustments Coach St. Maurice and the Flames can make. Coming into tomorrow night's game at 6 p.m. live on the Basketball Queensland YouTube channel. As Fowler gets called for the block, she can't believe it. The Townsville bench and the faithful can't believe it. But there's about 8 seconds to go, and the Spartans are going to come into Townsville, Dave, and pull out. And I'm going to call it an upset win on the floor here at Star 106.3 FM Stadium.
I don't know about an upset, Johnny, but certainly you come into Townsville and you steal it. And now all the pressure's on Townsville to make the right adjustments as both teams empty their benches in preparation for game 2.
We'll see. Spartans decide to take a shot. They're just going to run the clock out. So the final score here from Star 106.3 FM Stadium in Townsville is the Southern District Spartans 76, the Townsville Flames 63. A super impressive performance, Dave, from the Spartans. A lot to work on, though, for both teams heading into tomorrow's game 2.
Well, there is, and I really like what the Spartans have been after the game, and they're all business. They look like they lost the game. So, great composure from Spartans. They know what they're here to do, and that's to get a couple wins and get out of here.
Well, the Flames will go back, watch this tape. There's a lot to tidy up heading into game 2. Like you said, Dave, defensively they were pretty good as well. They just need to generate some more opportunities for themselves on the offensive end. I'm going to hand over to you. I'm going to see if we could grab one of the Spartans players for a chat, Dave. I'll let you go through the stats, but it is that final score, 76-63, Spartans over Flames.
Shot.
All right, that's going to do it for us here. Got to thank Azure Parham for taking the time to chat with us. Got to thank all the guys from TCTC on the production. Got to thank Dave Derwin on the commentary. And I also want to thank Australian Sports Network and James Bowman for all of their graphics and technology and all their tech support as well. That's going to wrap it up, but come back shortly. We'll have the men's game for you. It's game one between the Townsville Heat and the Cairns Marlins. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.